Okay, so you have a graham cracker, Minerva? You have a graham cracker? Yeah. And you've got a graham cracker.
Hey, there we go. How's that sound? Anna, can you hear that? Hey, can you hear me at all? No? No audio, huh? Nothing? You can hear me? It's very quiet. Okay. Quiet? Okay. How about now? Well, I think. That's okay. All right. Testing audio. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to play some pre-recorded stuff. If you're watching right now, you can turn it off because there's a lot of spoilers in the next 10 minutes while I just make sure all the tech works. So let's see here. Oh, man. I got a bouncy desk. All right. Let's see here. I'm just going to play. Not that.
When you think about the rich history of the American journey, certain institutions spring to our collective consciousness. Baseball, jazz,
Can you hear that?
the space program. But if you dig a little deeper, beyond the obvious ones, you come across things like comic books, personal computers, and silly putty. But if you go deeper, way, way deeper, to things most people have no idea are going on, but are definitely going on, you come to Four Humors. The oldest continually operated theater company in the United States. The theater institution that would one day become the oldest and therefore the greatest.
Just a taste for you early birds. Just going to try a couple more things. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Come back here in 40 minutes and we'll get the show started. Have a good dinner. Off to a good start. Here we go. Can you hear that, folks? Please comment. You can hear me? No audio. Hey, here we go. Wow, off to a great start figuring this out. We've just gone through 23 hours of our digital telethon, and we're going into the final one, and we were just notified that the entire feed wasn't working. So, yeah, we did it for ourselves. So you missed a lot of elephant tricks, and we had a bunch of motocross groups come in and do a lot of backflips on their little loud bikes, but not really our demographic, but it was fun. It was fun. So we're going to make this last hour of our telethon count, and thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to give you all a heads up. There's going to be a ton of technical issues. You can already tell my camera bounces a lot. There's going to be a lot of issues, so buckle up. We're going to have fun. You might think that I'm alone here, but I'm not. I actually have Matt Spring and Ryan Lear here with me. Hey, say hi, guys.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Okay, I wonder if...
Say it in unison at the same time. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Yeah. And if you at home can't hear one of my two buddies here, just comment and we'll probably not fix it. So, okay. So, yeah.
We're ready to go here.
We are ready
Yes,
to go.
We are up and running. So welcome everyone. I am Matt Spring, usually called Sass, here with Four Humors, and we're very excited to welcome everyone to a very different April Fools. For those of you who've never joined us for April Fools before, it's kind of our holiday. It's our birthday celebration for the company. It's when we do our big annual fundraiser. It's when we announce stuff that we're going to be doing in the upcoming year, kind of give a state of the union for Humors, all of that. And as some of you probably know, a lot of other stuff has been going on that in the world that has been overshadowing. Has been overshadowing stuff that is going on, like small theater companies doing fundraisers.
Matt, is there someone in the room with you right now?
He immediately fled.
Oh, okay.
But, since all of us are streaming this live from home, I am at home with my children. That was Maximus. And Minerva is, around here somewhere. She had 2 buckets that I tied to her back so it clatters so I can kind of hear where she is in the house. And they've gone silent, but once we get through the opening announcements, I think we'll be able. I'll follow up on that. Anyway, due to this quarantine, everyone having to stay inside, going to a theater. We were originally going to have this at Strike Theater. Suddenly became not an option, and so there was a lot of talk. What do we do? Do we cancel? If we don't cancel, what can we do? Since we are a theater company, we decided that it would be important to do it anyway, to adapt and overcome, which is a phrase I've just invented right now. And as a result, we've got this. Brant Miller has brilliantly rigged up this system so that we can all live stream to you all. This is For Humor's annual fundraiser. However, we do recognize the fact that in these very, very strange and unfortunate times, not everyone is in a position to be able to donate, and we don't want anyone to feel bad about that. If we had the choice between having your money or having you here with us tonight, we picked the second one. The other thing for Humor.
I was just saying, yeah, word. I agree.
Word.
I was concurring. Word. That's
Great. No, this is good. We're very good at speaking on this thing. Oh man, I had a whole pattern going.
Wow, it's good.
Yeah.
What's also great is the script says that this whole opening is supposed to take 3 minutes, and we're already in minute 5. So.
5. Wow. Ho. Ooh, this is
real smooth.
This is gonna become a real telethon.
It was supposed to be a 24-hour marathon.
Well,
48.
Before we move on to some of our guests, Sess, you have something to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So let's talk about what the evening is going to be. For me specifically, it's going to be very soon me putting my children to bed. So I'm going to disappear for who knows how long, because bedtime takes as long as it takes. For you all at home watching our stream, we are going to have video guests who sent in submissions, past collaborators that have been with Four Humors for different projects throughout the years. We were very, very humbled by so many people having sent in well wishes. Fans and people from the community sending in well wishes. We've got the different humors. Brant and Lear have a couple things prepared. There's going to be a guest video from a certain Southern Dandy chef with a video at home because he is also quarantined in place, but for different reasons. And then also, we're going to finally kind of crack into the larger history of Four Humors. But Lear, I think you were gonna talk about the
Yeah. So it being a fundraiser, we definitely have a Give MN page up right now, and I believe Brant can switch over to that real quick. So
I sure can. You want to see technology in motion?
Technology at work. There it is.
Hey.
Look at that smooth transition we got going on there. So there's our Give MN page. It's givemn/story/telethon. And you can find links all over our Facebook page. If at any point tonight you want to give a donation, that's great. Thanks to a very generous anonymous donor, we have a $1,000 matching grant running. So make those donations count if you got it. Also, if you have at any time want to say anything to us or react to what's going on, make sure to check into the Facebook page. And we've got a little conversation going there right now, and I'm running that. So get on that.
Well,
that's everything I had to say.
Should we go, Sass? Do you want to introduce the first feature?
So yeah, as I said, April Fool's is the birthday of Four Humors, and a lot of people tend to give focus to Four Humors' more immediate history when it's been headed up by ourselves, Nick Ryan, Jason Ballweber, but not a lot of people know that actually Four Humors is the longest continuously operating theater company in the country. And so we actually commissioned a documentary to be made of our rich history going back from the beginning. And you all are going to be the first ones to see some of the choice episodes. I think it's actually like, how many parts is this series, Brand?
118. I'm not sure. It's a lot. Yeah.
So you can tell it's a good one because it's like 118 parts to cover 150 years of Four Humors. But I'm very excited for everyone to see it. I'm a bit of a history buff.
All right. Well, here we go. The history of Four Humors.
When you think about the rich history of the American journey, certain institutions spring to our collective consciousness. Baseball, jazz, the space program. But if you dig a little deeper, beyond the obvious ones, you come across things like comic books, personal computers, and silly putty. But if you go deeper, way, way deeper, to things most people have no idea are going on, but are definitely going on, you come to Four Humors. The oldest continually operated theater company in the United States. The theater institution that would one day become the oldest and therefore the greatest was founded on April 1st, 1870 by Montgomery Ver Grappig, a Dutch bricklayer, a stable hand, entrepreneur, and runaway blacksmith's apprentice.
Now, we actually have here a letter penned by Montgomery Ver Grappig and sent to his wife and business partner, Magnolia Ver Grappig, about the new venture they were embarking upon.
April 2nd, 1870. My dearest, it is done. The company has been founded and our future secure. The idea that has buzzed about in my brain since our outing to Ford's Theater 5 years ago has finally come to fruition. Looking past the unpleasantness of President Lincoln being shot, what stood out to you that evening? The show! Our American cousin, of course. It was silly and quirky and zany and all those things artists who work really hard like to have their art described as. I'm sure it will be a classic for generations to come. But also, did you see how much they were charging for a single beer? 85 cents! And you have to pay it because it's the only place you can get a drink during the performance. It's devilishly brilliant. And so, my love, as I told you yesterday I would, I have filed with the state for our new business, naming both of us its co-owners. Welcome to FourHumorsTheater. We can change the name later if you don't like it.
Well, obviously, with news like this, Magnolia wrote back immediately, and so 2 weeks later, Montgomery had her reply.
Dearest M, what, you actually started a theater company? When you told me you were going to do that, I thought it was an April Fool's joke or the like. That's why I said, as sarcastically as possible, yes, start a theater company. Oh, we'll be rich. Can you get your money back from filling the paperwork? P.S. The name is fine, though heavily confusing. Is it a reference to the Greek medical thing? Is it supposed to be doing Greek plays? Help me out here.
Montgomery quickly replied that, of course, if she didn't want to continue with the business venture, they could give it up as soon as they recouped their initial investment of $7.43. They continued to operate FourHumorsTheater until they died in 1919.
1 month after its founding, Four Humors staged its inaugural production, Deviled Eggs. Performed upon abandoned apple crates next to a pub where the performers knew the owner, Deviled Eggs was a classic tale about the devil and his penile dysfunction.
All right, and we're back. Okay. Oh, there's Ryan Lear. Hold on, that's not the one I
Hey.
want.
Oh, that's great. How you doing over there, Brant?
Hell.
Wait, which side? Here, you're down on this side. It's all backwards because it's on. Anyway, so great. That was the first part of our history, and checking back in with the history of Four Humors. What happened? How did they survive? How did they continuously operate for 150 years? But coming up next, we're going to start to introduce some of our special guests. Now, we reached out to a bunch of our past collaborators who we've worked with, past company members, board members, people like that, and asked them to submit a little something or other. And we got a bunch of people coming back with stuff. So we're excited to also share that with you. And we're going to start off with a friend of ours who we actually haven't seen in a while. I think she lived in Alaska for a bit. And so let's introduce Brant. Roll him.
All right, 1 second.
Hey guys, Kat Woodkey here with Andrew Koenig. We are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're 2/5 of the band Long Mama, and we're gonna do a song for you. It's about being a pretty good actor on stage, but not a great actor in real life. It's called Pretender. Told you I'd be just fine when you set me down.
And that is what we call a live telethon thing. I'm going to try and figure out why that one's not doing. Hey, Lear,
Yeah.
let's go back to you for a second while I try to figure that out. Stall.
Oh,
Yeah, stall.
Me stall. Me stall.
yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, while Brant is doing that, let's check in. I'm gonna look over. You can't see it because Brant's working on that stuff. Wow, this is great. Thank you, everyone. We are up to $2,345 on our Give MM page. That's fantastic. We've got 40 people watching on Facebook right now. Thank you so much. I think we have 50 some watching on YouTube. So amazing. So glad that we're reaching out to so many people. We'll get back to the content here very shortly. In the meantime, hey, post some stuff on Facebook in the messages or in the comment section, and then I can chat with you. We're gonna check in, and if you've got great comments, we'll put them on the air here and give some shout outs and thanks to people. What is a stupid human trick I can do right now? What we didn't do, the one thing we didn't plan for was contingencies where we had to stall like this, because we always assumed that we'd at least be able to have a video playing. We thought something would go wrong with the live portion, not the pre-recorded portion. So I have a ukulele here. Hang on a second. Coming back. All right. Let's try an impromptu song. Let's see if I remember how to play it.
Okay, I got Rachel's. I got another video ready. Good work, Lear. quick on your feet. Really good stuff. Let's try Rachel's, and we'll get back to Kat's in a bit. Thank you so much. Your enthusiasm is intoxicating. Really good stuff. All right.
That's what I bring to the company.
Let's try this again. All right. This is Rachel Petrie. A message from Rachel Petrie. Here we go.
Hi, Four Humors. Rachel Petrie Stallman, the fourth here. Very happy to be a part of your April Fool's telethon for your 150th anniversary. My gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's been that long. You're an institution. I mean, what would the world be without Four Humors? I mean, I can't imagine what that would. I don't even know what that would be like. I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, so I should probably tell our audience what my connection to Four Humors is. I am the great granddaughter of one of their, I wouldn't say original, but almost original company members, maybe. I don't know. She was there. She was a company member like back in the day, like in Four Humors' infancy, you could say. She was a company member for 3 years, and you know, I don't know everything. I know I've seen some production photos. I've heard some stories, some just wild, wacky tales of those crazy kids. And I mean, I think one year they actually like produced and created like 6 original productions within one year, and that's unheard of. Just absolutely amazing. Yeah, and I don't know, I guess people say that I look like my great-great-grandmother, the original Rachel Petrie Stallman. I don't see it, but I don't know, maybe it's one of those things where, you know, like your family and you can't see it because you're like family. I don't know, whatever, but apparently I'm a spitting image, so I don't know. Anyway, so I'm here to just read a poem for you today. And strangely enough, I found out through my research that this poem, which happens to be one of my favorites, was a poem that Four Humors actually used in one of their original productions, which was an original rock musical called The Age of Wordsworth. I believe they produced that in 2011. Oh my gosh. Long time ago. Very cool though. Anyway, so this poem is called Loveliest of Trees, and it is by A.E. Houseman. So, loveliest of trees, the cherry now is hung with bloom along the bough, and stands about the woodland ride, wearing white for Eastertide. Now of my 70 years and 10, 20 will not come again, and take from 70 springs a score, it only leaves me 50 more. And since to look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room, about the woodlands I will go to see the cherry hung with snow. Happy 150th anniversary, Four Humors.
That was Rachel Petrie. Ryan Lear, we're live. Hey, buddy.
Hey, I'm back. Just checking Facebook.
Yeah?
I'm trying to do many things at once here.
You can't hear any of us? Okay. Can you hear us now? I wonder if you can. Yeah. Okay. So, well, let's move on. That was Rachel Petrie who was a company member of
Yeah.
Four Humors for many years. Yeah.
And I think we have a picture of Rachel in one of our shows. This is a picture from Bombs and Barrelline,
Yeah.
which was a we did many years ago. We did it in Cincinnati and also here in Minneapolis. Jason Ballward was in it, myself, Rachel. Sweet little kind of children's story about a bee and a hummingbird and their unlikely friend. Brant, do you have that photo? There we go. There's a costume that was, those are a bunch of ties that was put together by our former board chair and former company member, Kristen Stella Campbell. And yeah, so there. Thanks, Rachel. Thanks for sending something in.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, we're going to move on to our next guest now because we have so much guest content to get through. So we'll do a quick. This is one of our favorite people that we've met recently, Kate McCarthy, who's just. I mean, I'm sure someday we're all going to be watching her on television. And we were lucky enough to work with Kate last year. But here is a video submission from our good friend Kate.
Just the best. That Kate.
Kate McCarthy. What a crazy, crazy lady.
What?
Yeah, Kate was. We worked on Kate last year for April Fools. Actually, we were lucky enough to get her to help us do some of the writing, and I think we have a photo from. We don't have a photo of Kate, but we have a photo of last year's April Fools, which was one of our favorite April Fools. We love every April Fools, but last year we made a brand new show, and it was really quite ridiculous.
Yep.
And
Kate
we have
was
not left.
great to work with. Brought so much in. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. Well, cool.
Thank you for that video, Kate. Always funny.
Yeah.
Always
Thank
funny.
you so much.
Look at my mug.
And actually,
you can't buy these anymore.
no, those are limited edition.
Yeah.
We have we're actually on pace here to be done with Act 1 in the time that we were hoping to. So
Great.
And
we'll get Kat's video in there at some point. Don't worry if you're watching, Kat. We'll get to you. We'll get to you. Don't worry. If not, we'll post it on Facebook right after this and show everyone. So, yeah, I am realizing I need to upgrade my computer maybe in the next year to do stuff like this.
Are you doing a Windows update right now?
Oh, that's it. Was I not supposed to be doing an update during a live telethon? Because I thought it was a perfect time. So, all right. So Isabel Nelson and the Nelson Lopez Family Circus. Here we go.
They're gonna, yeah.
The Nelson Lopez Family Circus presents Samson the Strong Man. The Nelson Lopez Family Circus presents Miles the Other Strong Man.
The Nelson Lopez Family Circus. Thank you so much for submitting that. That's cute. That's the cutest thing that was submitted for sure.
That's great. Isabel was in Welcome to Dystopia with us back in 2010, 9, something like that.
Long time
the
ago.
Old Bedlam Theater. 2008, I think. That was her entire season at the Bedlam that year. I think we have a photo of Isabel as well that we can pull up here, and the wonderful jumpsuits that we had for years and years and years. And then one day, mysteriously, went missing. I don't know. We suspect Erin Shepard because she borrowed them a bunch. So Erin, if you're
No,
just kidding. Just kidding.
No.
She did borrow them a lot, but it's our own fault. We moved a bunch and we lost the jumpsuits. It's sad. It's tragic.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I feel like it would be a good time to check on Sass and see how he's doing with putting the kids to bed.
Sass has been sending me some updates about putting the kids to bed, just a progress report. So we should check in and see how that's going right now. We'll check on it now.
Okay, so you have a graham cracker, Minerva? You have a graham cracker? Yeah. And you've got a graham cracker. So everyone's got a graham cracker. Okay, one more graham cracker before bed, and then we get ready for bed for real.
Looks like bedtime is not going great. Still got some work to do, Sass. Giving them graham crackers before bed. That doesn't seem like the best thing. All right, Lear, what's up next?
Yeah.
We got our work cut out
well,
for
we got a
this.
comment from Nick Ryan that he says that you should stop mining Bitcoin.
Okay, back to the
during
job.
I will.
So-
I bought this GTX 3080 to mine Bitcoin
Where you
whenever
think
I
you're going?
want.
What do you got
It's
there?
my nest egg. It's my retirement.
Spoon.
Yeah.
How's that
All right,
going?
give
for
it
you?
over nice and
Probably
easy.
as well as Sass is,
It's more stable than the stock market
Nope.
right now. So my
spoon.
Bitcoin.
Oh.
I know. I'm
Not
sorry. I'm sorry.
That spoon.
Yeah.
Is
Ah.
Sass's video still playing?
No.
It's bedtime?
Oh no.
Oh, you can.
Here. Get back here.
I think it was.
Well, we'll check back in later with a live thing like that video.
Yeah. So all those videos that just played in a row, you get to watch them again. That was a preview. So hopefully our audience likes repetition. So you know what? I didn't go to school for web telethon stuff. I went to school for theater. This is not in my wheelhouse. Yeah.
We're just making this up.
We're just making this up.
And
I'm shocked. I am shocked that there are still people watching at this point.
Shelly, our board member, Shelly, is asking if that mug of yours is for auction.
Oh yeah, for auction. Does someone want to purchase? Yeah, does someone want to purchase this mug? You can purchase this mug. I've got a lot of coffee grounds in there. I'll leave them there for you.
Okay, great.
If you want. Yeah.
Start the bidding at $200. We'll see what.
Whoa. Okay, that sounds good to me. All right.
I think it looks like according to the script that we came up with, we need to at the top of Act 2, every act, check in on the history of Four Humors and get an update about what the company had been doing through the 150 years.
Well, Lear, before we get to that, the Give MN, should we check in with that? How's that doing?
Oh, that's an even better idea.
Yeah.
It looks
Oh
incredible.
my gosh.
After $2,885. That is amazing, everyone.
I
Thank
am
you so much.
shocked beyond belief.
This is
When we sat down on Monday, I was like, if we raise $200, I'll be happy. We're doing a lot of this for ourselves to have fun, just because it's been hard to have fun lately. So hopefully you're enjoying it.
going a little crazy.
We're all going a little crazy, which you can tell with the history video coming up next. They get weirder, folks. Oh, do they get weirder? So
Speaking of weirder, let's check in on the next installment. We're skipping ahead a few here on our 150-part series.
Yeah.
So let's check that out.
Okay, I'll just cue that up. I'm doing that right now. For some weird reason, when I queued it up, it's sideways. No, let's make it right side up. There we go. All right, the next installment of our history of Four Humors. Enjoy.
Now, back during Prohibition, Four Humors actually made a great deal of money. Not performing theater, obviously, but by serving as a front for a number of speakeasies. bootleggers had discovered that if they had a live theater event taking place in the same location as their secret speakeasy, then suddenly federal investigators had a lot of questions, such as, are the performers going to be coming down into the audience? How many intermissions does this thing have? It's not improv, is it? You know, questions like that. And, well, for a while there, Four Humors was the most popular game in town. At least with criminals, anyway.
With their new capital in hand, the company decided to invest in their first ever world tour in the fall of 1941. They performed once in Minnesota, had one canceled performance in San Francisco, and then it was on to sunny Hawaii for a one-night event before beginning their tour in earnest in Australia. The attack on Pearl Harbor ravaged the U.S. Navy and pulled the country into the Second World War. Four Humors, meanwhile, had the misfortune of having left all of their tour equipment down by the docks early that morning, so they could beat traffic. While none of the company members were hurt, they lost everything. 15 bowler hats, 12 cabbie hats, 4 top hats, 2 cowboy hats, a police officer's hat, and a slide whistle for when someone's pants fell down.
It was just devastating. Really, I mean, so many hats just gone. You know, some of my colleagues do speculate that there might have even been a pork pie hat in the collection. But we just may never know.
With the nation now at war, everything changed. Every business was affected, even if that business was theater. With the beginning of Americans' involvement in World War II, Four Humors shows were entirely directed, written, and performed and produced by women, and would continue to be until the war was over and the men of Four Humors could return from Canada, where they had been hiding out from the draft.
Now, a lot of naysayers wanted to believe that Four Humors was going to fold with women running the show, but I can tell you definitively that some of the biggest productions of deviled eggs ever took place during the war years. Those women are the direct reason why Four Humors lived on into the 1950s at all.
And we're back. Another installment. Very, very interesting series, directed by Kim Burns. She's supposedly Ken Burns' sister. I shouldn't write jokes on the spot. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. So we've got a treat for you. We've got a live thing. Not all pre-recorded tonight. Mostly, but not all. We have the music stylings of Ryan Lear and Mandy Verstegen. But before I cut to that, I'm supposed to ask Anna, who's watching in the living room 20 minutes away. Anna, honey, can I have a gin and tonic now? Now that we're halfway through it, I will start to drink. So, thanks. Thank you, honey. All right, so put your hands together for Ryan Lear and Mandy Verstegen.
Hey, there we are. We're on. Are you in there?
Yeah.
You are in there. Great. Hi, everyone. Mandy Verstegen, my lovely partner, who I'm very lucky to be with. Wow. Did I luck out?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We are gonna sing a song for you. Mandy, one half of Dino Bird, me and Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Who's watching at Rainbow. So they were the musical accompanist for Importance of Being Earnest that we did a few years ago. And so thank you for being on the show.
A pleasure.
Wonderful. Well, we're just going to do a song. It's a straightforward song, but, you know, little happy. People could use a little
Ingrid Michaelson.
Little Ingrid Michaelson. Take it away.
Oh, great.
But we've got our love to pay the bill. Maybe I think you're cute and funny. Maybe I want what bunnies do with you, if you know what I mean. Oh, let's get rich and buy our pets in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweat and teach them how. Let's get rich and build on the mountain, making everybody like Am. Way up there, you and I, you and I. You might be a bit confused, and you might be a little bit confused, but baby, how I. So I will help you read those books. My worry, and we will put the lonesome on the shelf. Oh, let's get rich and buy our pet the friend. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build on the making everybody look like ants. Way up there, you and I, you and I. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweats and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build up on the mountain, make it like ants. Way up there, you and I. Way up there, you and I.
Thank you. Thank you. Back to you, Brett. I don't have my headphones on.
Oh, while we're both on this together, that was
Hey,
great.
good.
That was lovely. Just so you know, it didn't cut out at all.
Hey, great. Good to know. Technology is working.
Yeah, it didn't cut out whatsoever. It was good.
Oh, it cut out a lot. I get it.
A little bit, but hey, what I heard, we heard some. We heard a good chunk of it. It was lovely.
Why would it cut out? Right? No, okay.
I know. I'm so sorry. The internet. It's because everybody is online right now because that's the only thing you can do. Yeah. So, Lear, if you wouldn't mind talking for a second, I got to queue up the next video. And
Yeah, you queue up the next video. So the
great.
next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get a special guest here. We did a show last year called The Last Days of Commodus, which was a super fun show written by Matt Spring. We performed it at Strike Theater. While Brent's queuing up, that's actually a little nice thing. This show was supposed to be at Strike Theater, and Mike Fotis was the whole crew there was so lovely about wanting to work with us and give us the space for the evening. And we're just so thankful to Strike, even when this whole quarantine, even before the quarantine started, but we knew that social distancing was going to be a thing. We were going to live broadcast from Strike, and they were totally on board with us doing that. We were going to have a little film crew. And so anyway, just, all theaters could use your help. So, giving to Strike right now also, to be serious for a second, the theater venues in town are really crucial to what we do. And we need them to be alive and operational at the end of all of this. So show that love to the venues. How's that gin and tonic?
I just drank half of it. I just started, and it's half gone.
Right.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just gonna drink this straight vodka.
Oh, man. We're going to make the next half
burns.
really interesting. So,
Really fun. So, Last Days of Commodus, here is a submission from a good friend of ours who was in that show.
Hi, my name is Yvonne Fries, and I was in The Last Days of Commodus, and I played Amala Swinthia, who played a lot of different characters within the show. Now I bet you're wondering, Yvonne, why do you have a helmet on your head? Well, since I am currently an unemployed artist, I acquired these pair of roller skates. Ooh. And I've been doing everyday tasks in them. Now I'm also wearing a lot of different layers of clothing because I don't have knee or elbow pads, and it's only day 3. So live and learn. Now I've been watering plants, except for this one. I gave this one too much love because of my government mandated singleness. You can do some magnetic poetry. Ooh, we got some magnetic poetry happening. And today, I finally found a pound of flour so I could make a tart. What I mean to say is happy birthday. For Humors, happy 150th birthday.
Thank you, Yvonne. That was great. Lear, you're back?
Yeah, I'm back. Yvonne, as I said, was in comedy. She actually just finished a tour with Mystery Science Theater 3000 live show. So, we knew her first. We knew her when. Don't forget the little people, Yvonne. I think we have a picture queued up of Yvonne from Commodus. There we go. There's the whole cast there.
That was a fun group. Oh my gosh.
It was a fun show.
Oh my gosh.
It was a really fun show. Again, at Strike Theater. Thanks, Strike.
Yeah, I love Strike so much. And, I look forward to performing at Strike again in the future. It's going to happen.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be wonderful.
We're going to do a quick check-in here on the Give MN page. Brant, if you want to bring that up, we'll do a little drum roll. How we doing?
Unbelievable.
Livable.
Unbelievable.
Saying it at the same time.
It is unbelievable, and I am livid.
Hey, don't be too angry, Brant.
No.
Be,
that is incredibly generous, and
yes.
we really appreciate everything. It really helps. Yeah, very
Thank
much
you,
so.
Everyone.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time, and people have seen our work. And it's been a long road.
It has been a long road. Yeah, we've done a lot of different things, mostly live theater. I'd say 99% of the work we've done is live theater. But every once in a while, we've played around with other mediums. And we have one piece of art that we have made that is the most popular thing we've ever done. It has 25,000 views. That's 25,000 views. Hold on. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, no.
If you added up how many people have seen all of our other live shows combined over the past however many years, I guarantee you this one thing with 25,000 views blows them all out of the water combined.
And
in terms of eyeballs.
It weirdly keeps growing. Every time I check it, it's gone up more. So, we made this in 2009, 2010, I think, leading up to the very first April Fools. I'll say that much. So it was an advertisement for that, and it was posted on Nick Ryan's personal YouTube account. So without further ado, enjoy Burger and Fries.
I want everyone to meet Burger and Fries. Burger.
Yep. If you add up every ticket to every show we've ever done, it still doesn't beat Burger and Fries. Actually, I don't know if that number is true. I think we've sold more than 25,000 tickets in the last 15 years. I think so.
What did we just see?
What
were we just watching?
Okay, so for you of those that are internet hip, there was a meme called Burger and Fries where it was a woman at a shelter who was introducing cats. And she goes over to a cage and goes, I want everyone to see burgers. And the cat starts screaming. We were going to play the video for you today, but the audio is so horrendous. Even if I turned it way down, it just it's unwatchable. But go on YouTube, look for Burger and Fries Angry Cat, and you'll see it all over the web. So enjoy that.
I feel like Weird Audio would fit right in this show.
Yeah. Oh, so the ad campaign was we took a bunch of famous or viral videos of the day in 2009. That's why it looks like it was filmed on a potato. And because it was. And we did the sneezing panda. What was it? We did Ninja Cat. Nick did Ninja Cat. Jason and I did Sneezing Panda, which is good. So if you go on to Inspector Egg YouTube account, smash that subscribe button and like everything.
Smash it.
Smash that. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button.
It's right down over here.
We're getting used to being online talent, aren't we?
Definitely. So let's go on to our next thing. Oh, here's a lovely. For you watching at home, you might want to clear up your clear a little space in your living room. Sit down and stretch out a little bit and get ready to move.
One second there. Keep filling.
Oh, I'm still filling. Let me grab my ukulele real quick because that
okay, we're ready, and you should participate with this one. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Hey everybody. I'm Emily Michaels King, and I'm a performing artist, and I'm also a proud alumnus of Four Humors Deviled Eggs. This is Dance Break. Wherever you are right now, I want you to stand up. Go ahead, stand up. I want you to dance your face off with me. You know how there are those songs that no matter how shitty you feel, they just make you want to groove? I love Whitney Houston, soul music, 90s pop. Guilty pleasure, I love the new Broadway cast recording of the musical Hair. Well, I'm gonna play them all for you. Are you ready? Let's dance. Happy 154 Humors! You're the best! Keep dancing! Woo!
That was Emily King, a longtime friend of the company, and was in Deviled Eggs that we did in 2009 at the Fringe. It was Four Humor's first Fringe hit, I would say. We did a Fringe show the year before, and it did really well, called Inspector Rex. But Deviled Eggs 2009 really
2006. Nick Ryan's going to correct us on Facebook. He keeps doing that. So
it's because we did Deviled Eggs so many times. 2006.
Who can even keep track anymore?
2006. Gosh, man.
You hear that, Nick? Who can keep track?
Who can keep track? So 2006, we did it at the Fringe. I've got a picture of that pulled up here. You can see Emily King there. We've got Noah Rios. We got Danny Solomon, and we got Natalie Remus. That was
yeah, they're making a chair there for Lucy. So thanks, Emily, for being part of it. Thank you for that exciting piece. It looks like Emily, my parents just commented, I think I pulled a hammy. So they were dancing a little bit.
Good.
A bit too vigorously.
Nice.
Nick Ryan says, great show. Jason Ballweber says, Emily King is my hero. So
Emily,
thanks, Emily
is one of the most amazing people I've ever known, and I love her dearly. So great job, Emily. Thank you so much. Yeah, and Jason Ballweber directed that 2006 Deviled Eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
That is actually a good segue then to talk about some news that we have coming up. So we're just going to do a little bit news about what the company is going to be doing in the what's happening with Four Humors. So
yeah,
Rance,
we
have that,
we have a lot of changes that have been going on over the years. Jason, who is not with us tonight, pre-recorded a message that we're going to share with you now, and then yeah. So, Jason Ballweber.
Hello, fans and supporters and everyone involved with Four Humors. This is Jason Ballweber, and I have an announcement to make. It is with a heavy heart that I say that I am officially stepping down as artistic director of Four Humors, and I am also leaving the company. It's been a wonderful time. 15 years, I guess, working with the company, creating new works, mostly directing, acting in some, collaborating, creating, doing all kinds of wonderful things. But the reality is I'm a freelance artist, and times are really hard for freelance artists, and something had to give. And so this was the one that had to go. And this isn't the last that you'll see of me with Four Humors. Anytime that we remount something that I was involved in, of course, we'll talk about me being involved with it. And any projects moving forward that it makes sense to bring me on and involved, I will happily do that. But as for the everyday operations and artistic decisions and things like that, I am no longer involved with Four Humors in that aspect. But I want to encourage everyone to keep giving money to Four Humors, because it's a great organization. With that, great idea of paying people as opposed to buying things, and supporting artists, because it's the best commodity that an arts organization has, is the artists. So please donate to Four Humors, and sorry that I couldn't be here in person. I don't think any of us are actually here in person, but I hope that the rest of the night is filled with laughter and joy, and I am still a freelance artist, so you'll see me all over Minneapolis, and maybe I'll even be teaching some of your kids or you, as I'm also an educator. So have a great rest of the night. Thank you, everyone.
So that is a big development for Four Humors. Jason is no longer part of the company, but which is the hardest news I think we've ever had. Yeah, and Jason, we love you and we wish you well, and we can't wait to remount Lolita again, and Harold and Mortem, and have you on stage again. And yeah, thank you. And just so people know, in 2005, when Nick and I got a Fringe spot, this was the second show, Nick had a script called Inspector Rex that he had been wanting to do a professional version of, And Nick was like, hey, do you want to direct it? You should direct it. I wrote it. You should direct it. And I was like, nah, don't feel ready to direct a big professional show. But I've got a friend who is an amazing director, and we should hire him. And we brought Jason in, and Jason stuck. And Jason was Four Humors very much as we became. He became essential and part of the thread of what makes a Four Humors show a Four Humors show. So, yeah.
So raise a glass, everyone at home, and to
Thank you, Jason, for all your hard work and all the beautiful theater you created and all those people you made laugh. Cheers.
Cheers. So what is next for Four Humors? Well, we had a show that actually in working on producing, and I'm sorry my feed is so laggy. But
yeah, are you connected on DSL? What's the deal?
I'm on a Benjamin Button internet connection.
Got it.
Just keeps going back through the decades. Pretty soon I'll just be on DARPA net. Anyway, I'll show up as a chat forum. Anyway, so we were working on a show. We had production meetings. We had held auditions for it, and of course now we are quarantined. So we were going to produce a show called Hobo Stew that we had gotten an MREC grant for, and we were going to produce it at OpenEye. We were this close to announcing publicly and starting the marketing run for it when all of this went down. And so luckily we've been able to talk to all the parties involved, and we have kept everyone on board for mounting of the show next year at OpenEye Theater, spring of 2021. That was really the best way to kind of keep everyone involved. So thanks to MREC for their flexibility. Thanks to OpenEye for their flexibility, a space we love performing in. So again, donate to theaters like OpenEye.
Yeah.
Mike Fotis actually dropped a link that was strike.theater/donate if you want to give to Strike tonight. So we will be doing that show. Brent, do you want to talk what it is?
Sorry, you cut out. You want me to talk about what Hobo Stew is?
Yeah.
Hobo Stew, yes. It is a... what was it? What's the tagline that we came up with that we love so much?
We've dealt with so much other stuff. It is a meditation on... on
escapism.
Allison Witham is watching escapism. Allison Witham is yelling at her TV right now. What it is?
Meditation on escapism and the fallacy of the good old days. So yeah, it's a show about hobos. People. That term is offensive to a lot of people, but it was very much a culture and a group of people in the turn of the last century.
Still is to this day.
Still is. There's still people today who call themselves hobos. And actually, we had this fun outing planned with all the creators, all the actors. Is our audio off? No, it's good. Not okay. Good. We had an outing. We were going to drive down to Britt, Iowa, which is where they have the big hobo conference every summer. And all the hobos in the United States meet in Britt, Iowa, and they elect the new hobo king and the hobo queen. And they have a museum there, a museum about hobos, and it's like the only one in the United States. And it's closed for the winter, and they were going to open it one day in March for us to all drive down there and see the museum. And it was going to be a fun outing for research, but that happened. That was supposed to happen right when the quarantines or the recommended social distancing happened, and so we had to call it off. But because we put it back a year, we're hoping to go down to Britt, Iowa in August for Hobo Days and watch the election of the new Hobo King and Queen and meet some amazing people and, do some research and learn about their culture and stuff. So the show was going to be about hobos in the heyday and, and kind of melding it with modern issues and stuff. And it was inspired. Originally the show was going to be Hobos meets Highlander meets The Little Prince. So, but it's changed once we brought more artists in. We keep saying artists and not saying that, but should we say who's going to be in that production, or we're hoping schedules work out? Allison Witham, who was one of the most amazing creators in town. I've done many shows with her over the years with John Ferguson. I love her dearly. We had been trying to work with her for years as Four Humors, and so we asked her in 2019. We're like, when are you available? And over a year before the show was supposed to happen, we got her on the books. And so Allison was one of the original collaborators on the show. And then we had auditions in February, and we saw tons of people. We did these really fun workshop auditions, and we got to see 100 people who were all amazing. We could have cast the show 10 times, but from that we cast Keith Hovis, who is an amazing musician and composer, and Keith has been just blowing up the last few years, and we're really excited to work with him. And what's Robbie's last name? I'm so sorry.
Mancina. Robbie Mancina.
Robbie Mancina. Robbie Mancina, who's another actor in town. She's fantastic. She works with the Looney Lutherans and the basement church basement ladies. She's fantastic. We got to do some creation rehearsals where we all sat around a table with her, and we were super excited for the group. Yeah.
Well, let's move along.
Yeah.
In the action here. Right now we've got a little string of happy from a series of people, which are collaborators, also former board member, patrons. Bring kind of smash them all together because they were thematically similar, and we're gonna play.
All right, so here's a series of videos. Enjoy.
Hi, we got all dressed up to sing happy birthday to the Four Humors. Today's their 150th birthday. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy 150th birthday, dear Four Humors. Happy birthday to you. You guys look great.
Hello, Four Humors. It's us, the BCs. We just wanted to let you know that we love you and we miss seeing your actual faces live and in person.
Over the past 150 years, you have made us laugh a lot, and you have also scared the crap out of us more than once.
We're looking forward to more of all of that in the years to come. Happy birthday.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Rogers, and I was on the board of Four Humors in 2010 and 2011. So I wanted to share some stories from that time while I was on the board, and I just remember going to meetings and kind of like being this big pregnant lady among this board of mostly, 20-something guys and a couple of women as well. But yeah, I just would kind of be the one be like, hey, can we take a bathroom break now? And then I had my baby, and the next board meeting was 3 weeks later. I remember that distinctly because it was one of the first times I got out of the house at all after having my baby. So packed up my 3-week-old and went to the meeting. So I brought baby Amos with, and he slept most of the meeting, I think, but then he got hungry, so I just sort of like picked him up and discreetly nursed him during the meeting, and continued doing that for the next several board meetings. So I bet there are people on the board who remember the girl who brought her baby to the meetings. So I wanted to introduce you to Amos now. He's going to be 9 later this month, and here he is. Hi, peeps. Okay, let's wish happy birthday. Happy 150th birthday, Four Humors. Want to do a trick, Amos? Okay. Bye.
Happy April Fools!
Oh, what's up, Four Humors? It's your girl, Courtney McLean, just saying happy 150th birthday. You look great. I'm sure everybody is fucking saying that because you do. You look great. I was involved with Four Humors 2009 season. I was Karen in Love is Blind and Furry, and I was Mrs. Jules in Sideways Story from Wayside School in The Fringe. Love you guys. Miss you all.
Wait, you're not on yet. You're not. There you are. Now you're on.
Here I am.
All those great messages, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Great to hear from all of you. And we briefly have, you want to throw up that picture of Courtney again?
Yeah. Let me.
So, Courtney, we've known Courtney for a long time, and she's somewhere out there in the world right now. California, I think, right now. Maybe New York. Can't remember where she's at right now. But Courtney was, hey, there's Nick Ryan.
Ooh, Nick Ryan's going to make an appearance. Ooh.
That's spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Courtney was in Love Is Blind and which is that picture you just saw. Totally Orange Set, which was crazy, made by Sam John. Show was directed by Jason. Courtney played
That set had to be painted how many times?
I don't know.
It
was absurd.
But it was gorgeous. Once
everything.
All right.
Bring it back up again.
Yeah.
Bring up that photo.
Oh man, you're asking a lot of me. You're asking a lot of me. That's not it.
That's
That's not it. Dude, that's not how this works. You don't improvise. I can't do that.
I'm not improvising. I thought the photo was just there.
I haven't. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh, all right. I'll there. Is that it? Is that it?
That's it. So you can see everything. She meticulously painted the lamp, the table, the chairs, the ottoman, the doors, everything and anything.
Sam Johns, right? Yeah, and
yeah, Sam Johns, and that was a sex farce. So
hilarious.
One
One of the funniest.
Jason Ballweb.
Yep, written directed by the amazing Jason Ballweb. One of the funniest shows we've ever done. Audiences screamed. It was so.
One of the reasons I chose that photo was because the two of them were loved. Dan Peltzman, our former board president and person we went to school with, he played somebody who couldn't become sexually aroused unless he was wearing that dog costume, and Courtney was somebody who couldn't be sexually aroused unless she was pretending to be blind. Dan's character was always ashamed of wearing it, so he only felt the most comfortable when he was in the room. But she was getting aroused that she was, people thought she was blind. So anyway, it was match made. Ridiculous, farcy.
Really ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Well, thank you everyone for those well wishes. Moving on next in the script. Okay. Speaking of people who have helped build stuff for us before, has been in shows like Sam Johns. A friend Steve Horseman. We have a message from him out in the Washington area, Oregon, Seattle, Washington. Yeah, so let's listen to Steve.
Great.
Hello, everybody. This is Stephen Horstman, coming to you from the woods behind my house here in Port Townsend, Washington. And I'm out here with my dog, who's somewhere. There she goes. And this is Birdie. Birdie, come. She listens to me very well, as you can all see. And she's off again. All right. Anyway, I don't really have anything to show. This is kind of our daily routine these days while the state is shut down, and that's about it. But I just wanted to say hi, and I got to work with Four Humors quite a bit, 5-10 years ago, something like that, and I was really lucky to be a part of several shows that you guys did, and it's a great group of people, and you should all give a bunch of money to them because what they do is really worthwhile, and I really miss it. It was a good time in my life, and I hope to see everyone again. Oh, here she comes. Good. All right. She's staying somewhat close. Anyway, that's all I have to say. And, yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to keep walking. But miss you all, and have a great telethon. Bye.
And there we go. There is... Oh, bring that photo back up.
Bring it back up? Man.
So we can look at it for a little bit.
That's not how this works.
I thought what we had talked about doing was we'd stay on the photo for a little bit so we could talk about it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Be like, yeah.
Yeah.
So this was Phyllis and Brandt. You were in this show.
Yes, this was a show called Beckett's Widow, written by Nick Ryan. It was in the spring of 2007, I believe. It was directed by Jason Ballweber. It was a really fun show about a theater troupe that was producing Endgame, and the whole cast dies, and
just like in the movie.
Yeah, just like in the movie. Oh hey, who's coming back? Is that Matt Spring? Oh hey, hey, we're live. Oh yes, indeed.
We're still doing that thing.
We're still doing that thing. Yeah. How did bedtime go?
Oh boy. Well, I'm in a different room entirely. I'm down in the basement now.
Nice.
That's how my life is. I put my beautiful darling children to sleep, and then I hide somewhere else in the house and pretend that I'm not here, just until dawn. So it's very similar to a vampire situation.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys
Get that drink going.
Yeah.
Oh, we were just about to wrap up Act 2 of our show here.
Very nice.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick little Facebook give MN check-in. First, I'll do a Facebook check-in. We've got some to the whereabouts of Courtney McLean. Nick Ryan says she's in Brooklyn, 4 blocks from us. So there we go.
She lives in Brooklyn? Oh, fun.
Yeah, apparently. Also, Chelly on our board says Court's officiated my wedding. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Super great.
It'd be a great wedding. Great.
Nice.
Cool. So, and then let's, Brant, if we can, let's pop over to that Give MN page and check it out.
All right, I can do that. That I am capable of doing.
Drum roll.
Wow, 3,380. That's so generous. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And there's still an entire act to come. So.
Yeah. So stick in or not. Yeah. If you're irritated right now and you wanna just go do anything else, I get it. We're gonna be here. Yeah.
That's why this format is so much superior to theater, because you can just leave.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
You're right. Maybe this is what we do for you.
I mean, what it was, then yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of our more successful events. So yeah, maybe we stop becoming
All right.
Stop being a company.
I'm going to make a proposal right now. You two don't know about this. You two don't know about this. Let's do a performance of Lolita with these 3 heads up where we do all the lines. We'll do it like in a... Yes, we'll do it. Not right now. No, we can't do it right now. I don't want to... I want to... Yeah, don't give it away for free.
That's a different fundraiser.
Yes. So like in a month or 2, for free, we'll just stream it. The 3 of us will get into our costumes, however we get them, because we can't be in the same room together, and we'll just perform Lolita like this.
I obviously have mine, because mine is a tuxedo and a wedding dress, and I always have those on hand.
Nice. Well,
We
maybe...
should follow through with our idea to go perform Lolita on 2nd and get everybody to come watch us.
Right. So everybody vote now. If you're on Facebook, do you want us to do it like this? Would you prefer us to do it on Second Life? Would you prefer that we do it on Chat Roulette, where we will see a lot of genitalia? Don't go on Chat Roulette. That's a big mistake. Don't do that. Or
be a mishmash of sexual inappropriateness.
Yeah, but let's do it live. Yeah, we'll do that live. Okay. What's up next?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, we're going to the act break, so we're gonna watch. We're gonna go to the Family Circus.
Right.
And Diogo's Family Circus. And
I got it
we'll be
pulled
back
up.
with some history about Four Humors.
Great.
Love it.
Love it.
The Nelson Loppish Family Circus presents a musical interlude.
We're live. We're live. Back from that. Thank you, Isabel and Diogo in the Lopez Nelson Family Circus, or Nelson Lopez Family Circus, however you want to say it.
I have some feedback from Facebook here. Chelly, on our board, says, in response to where we should do Lolita, she says, "Here, I am too old to learn any more new software."
Okay, great.
That's very reasonable.
Great.
That's
This is
very
good.
reasonable.
Well, and also we're simulcast to both YouTube and Facebook right now. We can also add, get this, Twitch on there too. And I bet the Twitch kids are gonna love Lolita.
They're gonna love Lolita. Hey, Sass, got a question here from Katie Melby in New York. She's asking, she asks, PBR goblet?
PBR wine glass, actually. due to the fact that a tall boy fits so wonderfully just above the curve of this particular wine glass. That is the extent to which I know wine.
Great.
Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
And Anna, if you're still watching this, I imagine you're not. Imagine my fiance has been in bed for an hour. I would take another gin and tonic. I'm going to send that message around the world because that's how the internet works. Yeah. So
let's move on.
Our last installment of the history of Four Humors, 150 years. So, yeah. Actually, she is watching. I just saw her through the door, and she's looking irritated that I made that joke. I love you. Oh, here we go. Thank you. All right. So the last installment of the history of Four Humors, I think this is episode 118 or something. It's the final one. So it catches us up. We finally get to see some of when we were involved with it. So, all right. So should we go to that now?
Let's do it.
All right.
Hit it.
After a series of highs and lows throughout the previous decades, Four Humors entered the 80s on relatively stable footing. But no one could have predicted that the upcoming years would bear witness to the company's apparent death and then return.
So the year is 1982, and Four Humors is owned by Donnie Brigadello, who has them operating directly above one of his pornographic film theaters, and directly below another one of his pornographic film theaters. It was a weird time for them.
But Donnie Brigadello was killed in a now infamous gangland-style shooting, causing his treasured pornographic film theaters and Four Humors to be placed up for auction. Four Humors was sold to a Texas weatherman named Chester Jones, who ran a Saturday morning entertainment program for kids.
Now, the thing you have to realize is that Chester Jones' show was made very quickly and very cheaply, and he was always on the lookout for new content. So he acquired this 100-year-old theater company hoping to mine it for pre-written content. He didn't even care that it wasn't geared towards kids, or that it was just theater scripts, or that none of the performers had ever actually been on camera before. It was an exciting time.
And so, on April 1st, 1983, the Four Humors Variety Quarter-Hour Cabaret with Friends aired for the first time, and kids, who are notorious for watching anything, were tuning in. Things were looking up, but fate had other ideas. 120 episodes of the variety show had been ordered, but only 72 were actually filmed, and only 2 episodes were ever aired. What had happened?
It turns out the entire operation is just a complicated money laundering scheme for Chester's drug cartel. Well, easy come, easy go. Well, maybe not easy.
3 days after the show first aired, the FBI made its move. By the end of the day, the Four Humors brand, remount catalog, and the acting troupe themselves were all seized by federal authorities in a daring raid of Chester's home. It looked like the end of Four Humors. The theater was finally going dark. But like a bad penny, Four Humors had a way of coming back again and again.
It was a simple clerical error, really. The state moved to try to close down Four Humors shortly after Chester's death in prison, but someone entered the wrong filing code, and instead the case was moved over to the Food Services Department, where Four Humors then became, in their computer system anyway, just an extra order of 5 hot dogs every month.
Without performing a single show, Four Humors continued to exist in this state of limbo for 22 years, until a database upgrade in 2005 finally caught the error. Four Humors was placed on the chopping block for dissolution on April 2nd of that year. But fate, it seems, was not ready to let go just yet.
Now, at the exact same time this is happening, a small group of students from the University of Minnesota are logging on to the internet trying to buy a web domain name so that they'd be able to post links to their favorite funny jokes. They were all getting degrees, Bachelor of Arts. So it goes without saying they didn't fully understand how the internet worked, Anyway, 2 mistyped web addresses later, they find themselves on the government auction website. They see the name Four Humors, think, wouldn't it be funny if ... and wound up purchasing the company's entire catalog of assets.
Now armed with the company's meager assets and a very clear letter from the government that a refund was not an option, the students sat down to read the scripts and play with the hats they had acquired.
And it turns out they liked this whole Four Humors thing. You know, making new stories, telling old stories with a new twist, wearing lots of different hats. I mean, all that spoke to them, so they just sort of took that stupidly beautiful or that beautifully stupid torch that is Four Humors forward into the new millennium.
What does the future hold for Four Humors? It's impossible to say. The strange mishaps and surprise opportunities have always been a part of its story. But if one thing has been proven over the last century, it's that while it's hard to succeed with a small budget theater that creates new comedic works, it's also hard to destroy it completely. So congratulations, Four Humors, and here's to the next 150 years. So that was the last installment of the Four Humors history. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a crazy ride. Unexpected twists, turns, compelling.
Yeah.
Very surprising ending.
Very surprising. Yeah. How's everyone doing out there? Comment. Smash that like button. Don't forget to smash the like button.
It.
Just smash it. Smash it. Who hasn't smashed the like button yet? I'm disappointed in you. Smash it!
You know what I really like is that the expert professors in the video have the exact same houses as Sass and I.
That's a really common house for...
Yeah. This built-in is really common. They make this a lot of places.
I'm starting to think those weren't real. I'm starting to think we're 15 years old and not 150.
What? Get out of here, Brand.
You didn't watch the video closely enough, Brand.
Yeah. We forgot to tell people there will be a quiz, so.
Yeah, and thank you, Anna. She brought me another gin and tonic. 2 down.
Oh, thanks, Anna.
Yeah, I'm drinking it too fast again. Sorry, we've only got so much.
Andy brought me this jar of straight vodka. So.
Really? That's very.
Life's at work.
It's very irresponsible. Lear, you literally smell alcohol and you're wasted.
Lear, no.
Lear.
Lear.
Okay. This is fun. All right, so what's next?
You are going to introduce...
You just, let me get it queued up. Okay. So you guys talk.
Okay. Next. Are you okay, Lear? Lear, it seems to be having such a negative effect on you that you're glitching.
Oh boy. Whew. Okay. Whew. I'm back.
Okay. Great.
This is the moment in the telethon where everything breaks, and you and I do an improv scene. Let's get us in the audience. First person to post on Facebook here, which is
I heard gas station.
Gas station. All right.
Okay,
here we go.
great.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any cigarettes?
Beep, I'm a car. Beep, beep, beep. I'm a car.
Do you?
Okay, it's queued up. It's queued up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very good. Good job.
Gone for another 3 hours.
I realized that.
I picked a character. I picked a point of view.
Real strong.
Yeah.
Real strong.
Yeah, you can't trump car.
Lear, I think I know what's going on with your feed and why it looks so bad. Are you?
Is it me?
Are
Do I
you?
need to leave?
Are you logged in to Prodigy?
Yep.
Does anybody remember? Not the band.
You
Not
got
the
me.
band.
Not the
No,
band
not the
Prodigy.
band.
The
See,
server.
my family was the first people on the block to have Prodigy, and we could log into the internet and play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego and Mad Lib, and that's about it. That was about it. Yeah.
Love that game.
Early 90s. Who knew?
Very.
Who knew that it would become
who's
popular?
got a favorite memory of the early '90s? Throw it on Facebook. We'll shout them.
Yeah.
We're super interactive. I haven't actually even looked at Facebook once, so I get to read everything afterwards. Because I guess loading up videos and pictures and steering the ship is too much for me. And I already finished the second gin and tonic, and you just brought it.
It's too much for that E-machine you're running over there. You guys remember E-machine?
Yeah, I've got my E-machine here, and I got my gateway computer here. Remember those? The cow computers that were all the rage. Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Oh.
It's Anna.
Oh yes. So we have an.
Do you have it queued up?
I do have it queued up.
I thought we were stalling this whole time for you to. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm having fun.
You might need to stop.
Okay.
You might need to stop.
Okay. Disclaimer: we were like, this will be done by 8 sharp. 8 sharp. We even wrote little timestamps next to everything in our order. It is now 8:25, and we still
Don't
got.
remind people; they're gonna log off.
Oh,
Rob, it's gonna
that's
plummet.
Cool. All right.
Play the video. Play the next video.
Now?
Yeah. Oh, now.
Oh, now.
Right now.
Okay.
Smash that video.
I'll
smash it.
I'll smash it.
Dear Four Humors, I just want to say thank you so much for providing an outlet for Brant to express his creativity and his theater arts, because if he didn't have that, this is what would happen every night in my living room.
I looked at my sons and I told them I could not give them the life they wanted, though I tried so very hard. I only have so much blood in my veins. My blood is the blood that courses through yours. And take this warning as you may. Oh, the sorrow. And there stood lovers one in one, and your mother caressed my beard and hair, and the gentle rain ran down my face.
Is this real?
No.
She's fast asleep. Happy 150 years, Four Humors.
Oh no, Ryan Lear has disappeared.
I've gotten rid of Ryan Lear and I've banished Brant Fox next to me.
There we go. Well, thank you, Anna, for sending in the video. I should give some context to that. We were watching Tiger King. Has anybody heard of this show, Tiger King? It's pretty obscure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's not getting the buzz. It deep cut. It's like Fellini and Tiger King are just like, that's the things I bring up when I show how like cool I am, and I'm into like
cultured, yeah.
and cultured. So, so we were watching Tiger King, and the internet just like went out. Netflix, I think their servers have been going through a real trial lately, and it crashed, so we couldn't watch it. And 2 seconds later, I was up performing a play because you gotta entertain yourself. So, yeah. But thank you, Anna. Anna was in The Importance of Being Earnest years ago. She did
along with Mandy. Yeah,
with Mandy.
Diane Birds, the soundtrack for that. And it's one photo I forgot to upload, so that we can't look at a photo of them in their cute costumes.
Yeah.
So,
But if you go,
we'll see them in a.
Yeah.
There's a photo of them in a little bit actually.
If you go on Anna Wagle and Instagram and you smash that subscribe button, you'll see plenty of photos. Oh my God, I'm getting smashed, and I keep using the word smash.
Speaking of getting smashed, hey, Brant, let's go check out the Give Amend page. Let's do a quick check-in.
Okay.
First of all, Nick Ryan says, Katie Melby is in San Diego. Thank you, Nick, for correcting us all night long. Instead of the watching any right now, because no one's talking about politics anymore, Nick Ryan has decided to fact-check us instead of politicians. So thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. I guess we don't know where anyone lives anymore. You know.
I always assume that when someone moves away to a different location, they just stay there forever.
Yep.
Right.
So,
yeah, Lee Richards, who was in.
Place we went to, I assume you were at, which is why. Yeah, I mean, I assume both of my brothers are still in college.
Yeah, Lee Richards is in Bangladesh, I think, and
gotta be.
Yeah, Natalie Remus moved.
Misinformation about where our friends are. I wanna give them cover.
What is this?
People are trying to track them down.
Hey,
Anna didn't. Yeah, Anna didn't bring me a gin and tonic this time. She brought me a shot glass, and I don't know what it is. It's probably gin. It's probably gin.
Anna,
should I?
That's enabling.
Smash that Brant take a shot button.
Oh boy. Well, this, folks, you've seen the.
There's a reason you don't shoot gin.
Oh God.
Oh. Thank
Well,
you.
folks,
Thank
thanks
you,
for
Anna.
tuning in. We still have a lot of the show left, but
I have nothing
at
queued
this
up.
point,
What's
we can all
what's
agree
next?
It's pretty much over. It's pretty much over at this point.
No. Just so you all know, there's a Nick Ryan video at the end of this book. There's a monster at the end of this book, and it is Nick Ryan.
I say that book a lot to Max and Minerva, so I appreciate a little bit of humor that's designed for me. None of these other references I've gotten. I don't know what this Four Humors thing is you guys keep referencing. I don't know what Zoom is. I do know the monster at the end of this book.
It's a deep cut.
All right.
All right. Brant, bring up the Give MN page because things are looking good over there.
They sure
just wanna
are.
thank- we mentioned Katie Melby, and she said it's true. I live in San Diego, and then she donated some money. Katie,
Thank you, Katie. Thank you
and
so
then
much.
a few other people have donated as well, and now we're up to $34.80.
That
which
is
incredible.
amazing.
This
This
is one of our most successful
April Fools, easily. Thank you so much, everyone. Lear, if you could work on maybe a list of people we should be thanking, we thank everyone. Yeah.
Do some
So
shout-outs.
it's just that'd be great. Okay.
Open that up.
Yeah.
I don't know if my computer can handle that, you guys.
Oh shoot.
I'm running an Apple IIe over here, and
Yeah.
you guys remember those Apple
Yeah.
IIes?
I'll thank some people that I've seen names. Thank you, Anthony Paul, for your donation. That was very sweet. Thank you, Jason Ballweber. Jason Ballweber made a donation. Thank you so much. Thank you, my parents. Shelly McClear, one of our board members. Yeah, we'll work on that. Okay, what's next?
What's next? Next is so this is Zach, a friend of ours who's designed a few of our sets. He has written in, he's made a video for us. And Brant, do you have that, or do I need to continue stalling?
Continue stalling.
Okay, great. Well, can I get a suggestion from the audience? I heard potato. All right.
That's enough of that. We'll just.
Beep, beep, beep.
Guys, we're going to the video. We're going to the video. Stop it.
Four Humors took a chance on me as a scenic designer when no one else would. Four Humors took a chance on me as a scenic designer when no one else would. I had the pleasure of working on both the extraordinary terms of ordinary life and the ingenious life of Don Quixote of La Mancha at the Guthrie studio. I remember I had some difficulty with extraordinary terms. It was supposed to look like a Hugh Ferris drawing of a city skyline, and instead it looked like little penises, but made out of plywood. Well, that was a long time ago, and thanks to Four Humors, I'm still a busy working scenic designer today. Mostly small avant-garde stuff here in Seattle. In hindsight, I don't really understand how it could have turned out looking like that, and I just have so much more experience now. Like, here's a show I'm working on. Let's see. And here's The Tempest. Thanks, Four Humors, for helping make my dreams come true.
Hey, all right. So that was Zach. Brant, I believe you should have 2 photos queued up of sets that Zach has built.
That's news to me.
After every one of these segments, we have photos of the collaborators.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time
I
putting them in a
know. I know.
folder.
You did such a good job. You did such a good job. But
It's a very nice folder.
you kept talking, and
I don't actually have access to any of the folders.
you kept talking, and I was like, "We'll do it live. We'll do it live." And
I do remember that.
That's a
Well,
Bill O'Reilly reference. Okay, I found him. I did find him. So
Let's see them.
yeah, right,
Here
here we
they
go.
come.
They're
so
there.
Zach designed for that's a Don Quixote right there. Just on brand screen apparently.
Yeah.
And he made a bunch of those platforms that we projected upon. So thanks, Zach, for that. And then the other one, there we go. There's Extraordinary Terms. The one he was referencing that looked like a bunch of penis. All right. Well, thanks, Zach.
I know you wanted those full screen. That was the best I could do.
Well, short
Okay,
notice.
I gotta show you.
We've only been talking about it for a week. So.
I'm sorry. Anna just brought me dinner. just now because I was like, oh yeah, we'll eat dinner at 8 o'clock when this is over, and it looks like she grew tired. She brought me another shot of gin. She brought me a piece of cheese pizza. And
I feel like
one
Anna is running her own different drinking game along with this.
And I know you at home are worried that oh well, just went back to Zach. That's fun. Here we go.
Give everyone a second taste of Zach's designs.
Yes.
Yep.
And then also because pizza and a shot, it's not healthy. She brought me this little tiny bit of cauliflower, uncooked. So
gross.
You gotta eat your vegetables. So
wonderful.
All right.
So next up.
All right. What's
Sass, take it away.
Next up, we have a video submission from a past collaborator, Colin, who we're going to wildly speculate where he lives now.
New York. I know he lives in New York. I know this.
I think it's Idaho.
New York's a big place, Brant. Also, that was a long time ago. So Colin actually, it's funny. He lives in a little town called Jackson, Idaho. That's where I put my guess. Everyone watch Nick Ryan's comments down below to fact check me. But yeah, Jackson, Idaho.
Nick's a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see that video, Brant.
No, I'm getting it.
Okay.
I found it.
Good.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
No, I'm not gonna play it that way. We're gonna do it.
Bring it up the full screen.
I'm gonna do it in the full
For
screen.
everyone.
Yeah. Sorry.
Please do.
Sorry. Anna, we gotta stop with these shots. I can't do anymore. Okay. All right. I can't do it anymore. Okay. I got Colin queued up.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
We're gonna watch it now. So you jokers, be quiet. All right. It took me literally. All right.
Hi, everyone. My name is Colin Waite, and I worked with Four Humors on Bards and Romeo and Juliet. So I thought it was very likely that most people were going to be doing really lighthearted, silly, goofy, quippy things. So just for a little variation, I thought it would be fun to do an unabridged one-man long day's journey into night. And I thought it would be nice if we made a little drinking game out of it. So I figure what we could do is we could just take a drink of whatever we're drinking whenever one of the characters is implicitly just feeling deep sadness. So why don't we... Why don't we begin?
You're a fine armful now, Mary, with those 20 pounds you've gained.
I've gotten too fat, you mean, dear? I really ought to reduce.
No, none of that, my lady. You look just right. We'll have no talk of reducing. Is that why you ate so little breakfast?
So little? I thought I ate a lot.
Well, you didn't. Not as much as I'd like to see, anyway.
Oh, you expect everyone to eat the enormous breakfast you do. No one else in the world could without dying of indigestion.
Well, I hope I'm not as much of a glutton as that sounds. But thank God I've kept my appetite and have the digestion of a young man of 20, if I am 65.
Oh, you surely have, James. No one could deny that. And that was the winter of my senior year. Then in the spring something happened to me. Yes, I remember. I fell in love with James Tyrone. And I was happy. For a time. The end.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay, Colin, thank you.
That was
So
Colin.
yeah, that was Colin Waite, who I just had to go and double check how long ago it was. He performed with Four Humors in a little show called Bards. Where you can see him and a very young me over at the Southern Theater, and that was in 2007.
2007. God, Sess, you're so skinny in that photo. You're so skinny.
I know.
Look at you.
Just an amazing shape.
I could slip you under a door. Look at you.
Plus that beard, magnificent.
Katie, Nick, we've got some conflicting info here from Facebook. Nick Ryan says it's Jackson Cityville, Idaho, where Colin lives.
No.
But then Katie says no. Colin also lives 4 blocks from us. Got a little.
There we go. Yeah, because Colin's been doing that musical in New York about the Harry Potter one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've done fantastically with it. So.
Not Harry Potter though. Not Harry Potter.
No, just Huffs.
Just Huffs.
And he was also
guys.
in,
Harry Potter did pretty well.
He was also in Four Humors' production of Romeo and Juliet back at the old Bedlam space.
He played Mercutio. Am I right?
Yep.
Mercutio. Okay, great.
Yep.
Katie Hartman on Facebook says, "Good thing Brant has the Foley mic for all that deliciousness."
You know what? Anna brought me that plate of food. What was that? 10 seconds ago. It's empty.
Also, a lot of comments like Anna Hickey Fotis, and some other people saying the shot of gin changed everything.
I think
2 shot of gins.
The turning point in the production, and it's going to have nothing to do with video quality or audio.
Check out this knife. I got a knife.
Oh, look out! Look
Ah!
out! Where?
There's a knife right here.
Quick.
So this knife actually has a great story. So Mike Fotis and I went to Chicago to see Radiohead.
Oh, wrong side.
I know. So Mike Fotis and I were in Chicago to see Radiohead, my favorite band of all time, and it was the greatest day of my life. And we got out of the concert, and we decided to go to Rockford, Illinois, and stay at a motel, which is a mistake, and and drive back the next morning. So we left Radiohead. Great concert. I cried the whole time. It was wonderful. And we got to the motel. And we got into our room, and Mike looked at the light fixture above his bed, and resting gingerly on top of the light fixture was an open knife. Ooh. And it's right here. This is the one. And Mike was like, "Oh my God, we need to go. I guess Rockford in Illinois is known as a place you don't go to. But yeah, I took it home because
Mike's reaction was that's very scary, and your reaction was free knife.
Yeah, and then he said, if you take that knife, the person who owns that knife will come.
Yeah, but they're not going to have a knife now.
No, they don't have a knife. I got the knife. And and I cherish this knife, and I cherish those memories. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Speaking of Mike Fotis, our next segment.
Oh, that's a great segue. That was an accident. What a segue.
I know. The only thing that makes it better is just letting it happen naturally, not commenting.
Yeah.
Smooth,
Hold on 1 second. Nick says, "Tell Brant I said he's got a knife."
Cool.
I've got a knife.
Oh, it's got an exclamation point though. He's got a knife.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm going to the Mike and Rita one.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I just need
Next
a.
up, we have a video submission from past collaborators Mike Fotis and Rita Boersma.
Yep, and you guys need to fill some time because it is not ready.
Oh, okay.
And
Let's just look at
in defense of me and everything that's going on. In defense of me, if I preload videos while a video's going, it makes it herky jerky, and you don't want that. So I don't want to Colin's telling a great story, a long day's journey in the night, his drinking thing. If that happens, I don't want to step on his toe. I don't want to step on his toes. I don't. There's still 30 people on YouTube Live. Thank you. All right. So I do have Mike and Rita queued up. So
Okay.
should we watch it?
Shall we? Yeah, I mean, I got nothing else going on. Let's do it.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rita Boersma. I'm the artist direct. That's not a word. I'm the artistic director of Huge Theater.
I'm Mike Fotis. I'm the co-owner of Strike Theater. I guess you could say I'm also the co-artistic director of Strike Theater.
Yeah.
This show is supposed to be at Strike this weekend.
So I was a part of the Four Humors show Relentlessly Tragic, which feels like now.
I was in the show called We Gotta Cheer Up Gary, which feels like a different time. You okay?
Yeah.
Did your show have all the Four Humors people in it?
Yeah, all of them were involved. Did yours?
No.
Okay. I wonder if that says something.
I think it did. Do you think it says something?
I don't think it doesn't say something. I was only in one. That maybe says something. Does it say something?
It doesn't not say something.
There it is. You know what? Happy birthday, Four Humors. 150 years. What a triumph.
Yeah, great job.
We really love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Won't the photos stay up?
I know.
Why won't the photos stay
Because
up?
I got to get the audio. Anna just brought me shot number 1. This is the first shot of the night for me. Yeah.
So let's check out that photo. That was, of course, Mike Fotis, who, again, Strike Theater, strike.theater, Brant, careful, that's very loud.
Photo?
Strike.theater/donate to donate to Strike.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Of course, Rita, who
We
works
gotta
over at
cheer.
You can donate to Huge as well.
What? Donate to
so
Huge.
here's-
Because
I
we
guess-
want
I
to.
guess-
What?
I guess Brant's talking about this.
I am drunk now because if you have 4 shots in 1 hour, you're legally drunk. Okay, we got to cheer up to Gary. What a funny, hilarious show. It was so beautiful. You guys were great. Mike Fotis, Jason Balber, Ryan Lear, that guy, Dario. Sorry.
That guy, Dario.
What?
Yeah.
His name escaped me for a second.
Hey guys, where do we think Mike and Rita live? I think Mike lives in Maple Grove.
No, Mike lives in St. Louis Park. But that's, why are we talking about the details? I don't need to hear about that. Can we?
This is the game show that we've set up for
Yep.
it. Rita, I'm gonna say lives in the imagination of America.
Oh my gosh. So Rita was in a performance of Relentlessly Tragic in 2000.
Photos of. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the camera that took photos of that production burst into flames spontaneously. So we have no photos from that show. But Rita was amazing to collaborate with.
Katie Hartman says, I've never seen Mike Fotis cry, but I've met a lot. Also spelled Fotis Fortis. Mike Fortis.
Mike Fortis. Mike, have you ever considered putting an R before the T? I would. Because you're a fort. You're a fort. You're going to keep the bad guys out.
Also, Mike says he lives in Golden Valley. Doesn't
Golden
seem right.
Valley. That seems like
that
seems like a lie. He's discouraging us from knowing the truth. Mike, you live in Woodbury, and we all know it. And your address is 1010 Radio Drive, and I'm gonna visit you when this is all over.
Oh boy. Tonight? With the knife?
No, when this is social distancing, when the world is not coughing to death constantly.
But still with the knife.
with the knife.
But still with the knife.
I mean, you haven't even like thought about the knife, but here it is. There's the knife. Oh.
Next up, we have a submission from Mark Benzel.
Katie Hartman says I need to speak directly into the mic much louder, so I'm gonna get closer just for you, Katie. Here you go.
Why are you so scared of the mic?
This is uncomfortable. That's why I'm leaning way over.
Okay. Well, you're so scared of that mic. Just embrace it.
Hey.
Oh my God! I did not think I would get drunk during this, but I did, because
I
my
also did not think you were going to get drunk during this, and I guess that's on me.
Yeah, count me into that.
my fiance is
We
the
planned for a lot of eventualities.
greatest human being.
None of which were the eventualities that happened.
We're
I
gonna.
do like the guy who's running the entire show.
Oh my God! I have the keys to the steering wheel.
I mean, next thing we know, you're going to be putting like TikTok filters.
Oh my God!
faces.
Have you guys downloaded TikTok yet? It's super fun.
No.
It's a lot of people lip syncing. That's it.
All right. Well, we got 10 minutes left.
Okay,
to
okay.
Close down this 2-hour show. This 1 hour show within the 2-hour time limit.
We keep it to a tight 120 minutes.
Guys, we live here now. We live here now. This is my home. You're splitting the bills with me. All of you. You're splitting the bills. Okay.
Let's move on to the next thing.
God, shit, I just lost it. I'm swearing now, which makes this NC-17. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I got it. Here we go. It's good to go.
Here we go.
It's queued up.
Here we go.
I queued it up. Okay. This is Mark Benzel, and this is Mandy Johnson.
Great.
Anytime.
Anytime. How about now?
Hi everyone, I'm Steve the Hippo.
And I'm Darlene the Giraffe.
You might remember us from Four Humor's The Last Days of Commodus, or from our feature in Disney's live-action The Lion King. We just wanted to say thanks, Four Humors. If it wasn't for you, we never would have started in this business, or even met.
And fallen in love.
That's true. And then we certainly wouldn't have had little Russell.
Happy 150th birthday, Four Humors.
Is it repeating?
The video is done.
Oh,
it
we're
was. There we go.
All
So-
right.
oh my God!
So that, of
Anna
course-
just brought me my first shot of alcohol for the night.
Hey, Brent, you should hold up. You should hold off on that one until this next segment, which has plenty of time to it.
Yeah. Well, first, real quick, we have to talk about Mandy and Mark. So,
Okay.
Mark Benzel helped us with a show last year called Rule of Three. It was at the Horror Festival. We're very thankful for Mark's contribution to that. It was super fun working with him.
Mark, you're a genius. I love
You're a
you.
genius.
You do great work. The reason we actually reached out to Mark was because of Edgar Allan, his work with the Cold Hearts, Nick Ryan. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah.
No, that's fine. And,
Yep.
and then Mandy Johnson has been our costumer for several of the last shows, and I think we have four photos to pull up, Brant, right?
Well, in time. Why are you rushing it, boys? Why are the boys rushing it? Why are you boys such rushers? Hold on, I gotta hit shift.
Mandy, we always talk about when she brings costumes to our shows, she's literally bringing another character to the show. Like a lot of times we've been making shows and we don't know what it is yet, and then Mandy brings in the costumes and we're like,
There we go.
yeah, this is the show.
Yeah.
This is the show that we're...
This was literally the process for Ubu. We had no show.
Yeah.
We had been twiddling our thumbs for hours. Just hours. And Mandy brought in costumes. This is actually pretty true. And Mandy came in with the costumes, and we created a show around these costumes.
Yeah, they're pretty phenomenal costumes.
Yeah, and then she's just wonderful.
And here's her costume design for Commodus, which was fantastic. Again, a lot of us found our characters when she brought that.
Oh my
those costumes
gosh,
in.
are we so dependent on Mandy?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Incredibly dependent on Mandy.
Mandy, please do not decide to not work with us.
Yeah.
Or we will
Putting the
not
follower.
have any shows. And this show, I mean,
Ah, yes.
yeah.
There's a picture of Mandy and Anna that we were talking about. They're in the back there.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And then the whole cast of Ernest, another
Yeah,
show that
that
Mandy did.
was-
She made a lot of hats for that show.
She
and
sure did.
characters are nothing if not.
That is 90% of the work we do is move Mandy's hats around stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that,
here's-
of course, is Rule of Three, another show that she designed and that Mark helped with too. So that was fun to work with the two of them. Just the
Mandy.
five of us a lot of the times. So.
Mandy's great.
Really great.
Anna just
All right.
brought me my first shot of the evening.
All right, so next up,
Anna just brought me my first shot of the evening. At almost 5 to 9.
That's great.
All right.
And I'm controlling it all, so you must
Yeah.
listen to me.
Well, we can try and move it along, I suppose.
I was going to say we could.
It was water. She gave me a shot of water. She thought it'd be funny, but I don't find it funny. She gave me a shot of water.
I think it's really funny that you're apparently rushing Anna frat. So
I hope to be part of Anna Omega Alpha by the end of this quarantine.
Hey, Brant, let's play the next video while you still can.
What's the video?
A very special one in from Hercules the Dandy Southern Chef,
Oh, Sash, why don't you talk about what Hercules is? Because people don't know.
What Hercules is? Well, I mean, he's been described as a lot of things. Voice of a generation, someone who's willing to speak truth to power when no one else will, someone who's vaguely from the South, and who makes food. He appeared for 2 years on FourHumors's monthly variety show
All right.
in downtown Minneapolis.
I found it. I found
What are you cooking?
I found the Hercules.
Okay.
It was here all along, and Anna gave me a shot of water, which is funny because I can pretend to drink, but I don't want to pretend to be anyone
And then
but
after this,
myself.
Make you take off your clothes and run down to the quad and back.
Should we watch some Hercules? It's been such a long time since we've seen Hercules. Hercules was a staple of Four Humors forever.
You performed in every show of the Thirsty Thursday show.
Yeah. I'm still holding that knife. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
I refuse to do a telethon without a knife. That's what quoting Jerry Lewis there.
That's true. Jerry Lewis was pretty.
Yeah, he was. Okay, let's go over to everybody's favorite dandy chef, Hercules.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Hercules the Dandy Southern Chef, here to burgle your cupboards and steal your stacked cakes, all for the noble cause of getting y'all familiar with the beautiful, all-knowing mistress that is Southern cuisine. Now, as y'all can tell from looking around, I am currently quarantined and hiding out from roving bands of zombies that are terrorizing my town. Oh, wait. Speak of the sassy devil. Let me go check on that. Hey, zombie! You get away from my front door. Are you dressed like a mail carrier? You gotta be ashamed of yourself. That is a federal crime, I'm pretty sure. Out of here, zombie. I'll be ashamed. Now, I am sorry about that. And I know what y'all thinking. You're thinking to yourself,
Hercules seems to think that the COVID-19 outbreak that's going on right now is a zombie outbreak, that's weird even for him, so... Oh, my strawberries! No, I don't think that. You think I don't know what part of the biscuit butter goes on? Every part, by the way. No, I understand that the coronavirus pandemic is why I'm quarantined, and the zombie horde that is outside of my house is a separate issue entirely that's plaguing my hometown. It has to do with a swamp witch, stolen gold, and a riddle I haven't gotten around to solving yet. Now, that is one barrel of eggs right there. However, the other bigger issue is that while quarantined, I'm trying to keep my mind sharp. So I've been doing things like playing 20 questions online with my sous chef. Sue! Sue, you there? Sue! Sue, is that you? I can't tell, y'all squiggly. No more than usual, though, so... Anyway, here are my new questions for my 20 questions. Question number 1. Is the thing you're thinking of something that can be deep fried,
And keep in mind, when it comes to deep frying things, I have a warrior poet's bravery, and I'll take a crack at just anything, Sue. I'm not scared. So the answer to that should probably be yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, that's a real head scratcher. All right, now, question number 2, Sue. Are you the worst assistant I've ever had or the worst assistant anyone's ever had? Oh, you got me, Sue. They are supposed to be yes or no questions, so touche. That one doesn't count. All right, I'll think up some more, and you go back to whatever you do in the hobbit hole you live in. Goodbye. Now, besides sharpening my mind by matching wits with Sue, my sous chef, who, by the way, is also my best friend, but none of you must ever tell him. For like any tortured genius, I must remain alone so I can create and give the world the best that I have. Anyway, besides doing that, I also try to keep my body in tip-top shape. Exercise? No, not on your life. Or on mine. No, instead it's about food. Eating right. And by right, I mean deliciously. So what kind of food can we make, though, while we're in a quarantine? Well, that's an excellent question, me. Now, we can go ahead and make ourselves some lean, mean quarantine cuisine. Minus the lean part, of course, because I don't do low fat. It's for cowards. Now, the actual making of the food is going to be a little tricky due to the fact that during the quarantine, you're not supposed to touch your face, which is tough for me because my face is as cute as 2 buttons. In the kitchen, I figure that should go double, if not triple, if not double triple. And therefore, I'm going to not touch anything. Instead, I'm going to rely on these handy-dandy tools. I got my grabser right there, and I got my pokeser right there for my pokesing. Now, with these two together, it's like I'm safe from any disease, like I'm in my big battle mech, like Sigourney Weaver was in that one movie. You know the one. Little Women. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out those ingredients, and we'll see what we can do. What do I have in the cupboard? Right now, folks, this is all I was able to find in my cupboard. Let's go through it. The very poor stocking on my part. We got ourselves some tuna. Got ourselves some flour. That's all I have. We got ourselves a mere handful of golden fish crackers. And, of course, we got 2 almost fossilized pieces of brown sugar. So old, in fact, I wonder if they'll be able to do anything other than tell us what it was like back in the 1800s. That's what they'll contribute. Wisdom. So what are we going to begin with? What are we going to do? Well, we're going to go ahead and we'll take some of our flour here just to get a base, and we're going to roll that around. There we go. There we go. There. And we're going to just roll that out. Roll that out. There we go. Lovely, lovely. It's coming along real nice. Yeah, this is sort of our dance floor. This is where the magic's going to happen. It's all going to take place. Oh, and then also over here, I forgot to mention, over here we've got got myself a sawn blade. This here is a little number I've nicknamed Old Tabitha, because like a mean old cat, he's going to get you. So we're just going to go ahead and we'll take. This packaging here is not ideal. My grabs are there. We go. I'm just going to go ahead and open this here up. There we go. Oh, and up from the ground comes a bubbling crude. All right, so we got ourselves some tuna juice coming out. And now you're just going to work your way in. Just go. There we go. There we go. It's like I'm deboning and scaling the fish myself. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get that juice into the... Oh, there we go. Now we got something. We got 2 ingredients interacting with each other. And at that point, that's basically cooking. Just 2 things coming together on the dance floor. Now we're going to go ahead and... Listen, I see you, brown sugar. I see that you want to be invited to this party. I just don't know what you can contribute other than... Oh, wait. Here we go. Here we go. Take this. Take this. Take this. There we go. So now we sort of have the sweetness of the brown sugar, the nothingness of the flour, and the overwhelming tuna-ness of the tuna, which is quite fishy indeed. Then we're going to, speaking of fish, we're going to just go ahead and here's a fun little idea. Yeah, there we go. We're going to give ourselves sort of a glaze of these here golden fish. We're going to make it into a little powder that we'll put on the outside of the tuna. Yeah, there you go. Just go ahead and take your tap, 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 tap. Oh boy, there we go. There we go. Let me get some of that tuna into the mix. Get in here, tuna. Get in here, tuna. There. There, I see it. I see its soft underbelly. Just dropping little bits of tuna. There we go. There we go. Now all this putting together, we're going to go ahead and we'll form it, a little cake. See that? That right there? Every one of them will be a little different, and that's what's going to make it special. And like that, we're done. You're just going to go ahead and put those suckers on a tray and slide them into your oven. Then go ahead and put the oven to anywhere between 300 and 780 degrees. It really depends on how fast you want them to be done. That's the only difference. But when you're done, you pull them out. You're going to have yourself some sweet and savory tuna steaks. And then comes the best part of any meal, sharing it with your friends. Hey, Sue! Sue, are you there? Sue, I'm ready to eat. I went ahead and I made myself some sweet and savory tuna steaks because I'm like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix and able to look into ingredients and see their essence as nothing but ones and zeros. But also, I put a bunch of spice and brown sugar in it. What'd you make? Oh, it appears to be a single peeled but uncooked in any way onion. That's what you made with all of your time. That's what you're going to eat for dinner. Sue, you are like a train wreck in slow motion. And there's no one else I would rather have dinner with. You know what, Sue? We're going to be okay. Right? All right. So until next time, this is Hercules the Dandy Southern Chef saying, keep your friends far away and your zombies close. Because right now, everything's a little topsy-turvy. Until next... Hey, zombies, you get out of here. You get out. Don't you look at me like that, zombies. You get out of here. You get out of here, zombies.
Hercules the Dandy Southern Chef. Staple of the Thirsty Thursday show, and it's nice to see that he's been keeping busy. Sorry to hear that his hometown is overrun with zombies, but glad that it's unrelated to the current pandemic.
Yep.
Almost had him as a board member. Didn't work out though. Yeah, he didn't. He wasn't able to commit to the 4 meetings a year and the April Fools.
He said he was busy. Yeah. So, Anna, my angel, just brought me a big thing of water. So I'm drinking water.
That's
so
good.
everyone is happy
We
again.
can get this 1 hour show back on track.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still think we can get it under an hour, guys.
Keep it at a tight 180 minutes. That's what I always say.
Keep the hope alive. All right.
Next up, we have a submission from Jenny Moeller. Yes.
Yeah,
we
one
do.
of our former company members and also tech extraordinaire, and we've worked with her a lot with the horror festival, and Jenny's great. And she when she sent this in, she said, here's either what did she say, here's a little video I made. It's either a piece of comedy or my submission for art school or art film school. So real dramatic, a lot of twists and turns, kind of day in the life, slice of the life kind of thing. So excited.
Yeah, let's see it.
gonna punch it. I got that.
That was great.
That was great. Thank you, Jenny.
I would definitely allow her into my prestigious film school. With that eye for framing, that pacing.
Yeah.
That yeah. I mean, that kid's a natural.
Natural. Brant, Mark Ryan has said, I hope you can get an Uber ride to your bedroom later tonight.
I'm uber careful when I'm home.
Also, Dan Peltzman says, Sass, quiet down. I'm trying to listen to Brant eat.
Yeah, sorry. I did chomp a lot on mic tonight. Sorry about that.
And Brant Miller and the Mouth Smack Brigade.
This is the very first time that I've been drunk during this whole pandemic. So, how's that?
All right.
Yeah.
Save it up.
Congratulations, me.
Next up, we've got a very special video. A little project from founder, one of the founders of FourHumors.
So I wanted to introduce you to Amos now.
Nick
He's
Ryan.
9
Nick.
Who's
and here he is.
currently living in
Okay,
St.
let's wish
Petersburg, Florida.
birthday.
And it's just very exciting. He's been keeping me busy during the pandemic, and he wanted to share some of that with us. So, do we have that, Brant?
We do have that. Just want to say thank you, Nick. Nick and I, and Sass, you were in the original Devil Eggs too. Yeah. Thank you for 15 years of hard work and all the writing you've done, and all the trips you've made to Minnesota to do the April Fools. Right? Like Nick did. Right. Nick flew out just to do April Fools, maybe like 8 times. A lot of times.
Yeah. A lot of times.
Because you are the DNA of this company, and we love you so much. Let me make sure. Do we have audio? Oh, we do. Good, great. So, thank you, Nick. And we're going to Nick Ryan right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see some of that sweet, sweet Nick Ryan footage.
This is the buckle up, folks. Buckle up. It's Nick Ryan.
All right. 98.6. Hi, everyone. I'm Nick Ryan. I'm a company member of FourHumors. Though right now I am hunkered down in my Brooklyn apartment. And yeah, a lot has changed in the last 3 weeks. I don't leave the apartment for anything. If I do leave to go to the grocery store, I wear an N95 mask. And I am avoiding the New York healthcare system at all costs. So actually, now that I think about it, not very much has changed at all in the last 3 weeks. I put together a little thing for the FourHumors 150-year anniversary. And, like, first of all, I need to just state how stunning it is that this theater is sustained for 15 entire decades. And I'm just so happy to be a part of it. The piece that... I've got a neighbor banging on the wall. Maybe I'm being too loud. Maybe not. Who knows? We're gonna need to get along for a while now. So we're gonna find some sort of baseline. I believe we are the only theater company that will have survived both the 1918 flu pandemic end the 2019 COVID-19 pandemic. So I think that is just a tremendous milestone for the theater to have achieved, and I think we should maybe look into making badges of some sort for ourselves and for our supporters. So I made a little piece for the 150 years. This was inspired by Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Stanley has been a instrumental influence in Four Humors and its entire 150 years, though he was not born for a good portion of that. He inspired Lolita, a three-man show. We used his script as the basis for that piece. He inspired Star City. Dr. Strangelove was instrumental in just the tone and the look of that show. One of the things that I've always been drawn to from his canon that I think Four Humors has a lot of commonality with is this idea that you can cross genre, you can do sci-fi, you can do horror, you can do like high art period dramas, but you don't need to lose the funny while you do it. Kubrick used black comedy as a way to understand an absurd and indifferent world. And with the world getting as absurd as it is right now, I truly believe that humor is the path to understanding. I look forward to trying to understand this insane world with all of you for 150 years to come. Enjoy.
What are you doing down here?
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
Okay, let's talk. What do you want to talk about?
Put your life in another man's hands. Asked him to put his life in yours.
I can't remember.
Santiago was a substandard movie.
I don't think that's true. I think you have some very definite ideas about what should be done. I'd like to know what they are.
We follow orders or people die. It's that simple. Are we clear?
You think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
Are we clear?
When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
I know what I said!
As soon as possible!
You snotty little bastard.
You believe his health might be at stake.
I'll answer the question.
You are concerned about him.
You want answers?
And are you concerned about me?
I would rather you just said thank you and went on your way.
Of course you are. Ever thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever thought for a single solitary moment about my responsibility?
I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
Has it ever occurred to you that I have agreed to look after the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st? Does it matter to you at all that the owners have placed their complete confidence and trust in me and that I have signed a letter of agreement, a contract, in which I have accepted that responsibility? Slightest idea what a moral and ethical principle is, do you? Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it?
You ever served in an infantry unit, son?
Why?
You can't handle the truth!
Why?
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide it. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled.
Ready? Give me the band.
You're goddamn right I did!
All right.
It's over. Okay, good.
Wow.
Great job, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you,
are
Nick.
Not going insane during this.
You know, I was thinking about my isolation movie playlist recently. Obviously, The Shining. That's a given. I was also thinking of The Lighthouse from last year. Did anyone see that? It's like The Herald, but at like in a lighthouse in 1880. I would check it out. It's very good. But it's all about isolation and going crazy. So thanks, Nick. It's always a delight to see what you deliver.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to try and replay Kat Woodkey's video. Lovely piece of music. And Kat, apologies if it doesn't work again. We'll post it somewhere else.
We'll post
really
it
lovely.
directly to Facebook. I promise that. I make that promise right now.
Yes.
I should have rendered it something smaller this week, but just ran out of time. But here you go, Kat. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah, let's see it.
Hey guys, Kat Woodkey here with Andrew Koenig. We are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're 2/5 of the band Long Mama, and we're gonna do a song for you. It's about being a pretty good actor on stage, but not a great actor in real life. It's called Poor Pretender. Told you I'd be just fine when you set me down gently. I told you I had a right to get me back home, but I'm walking on 35 southbound, and I think Gavin saw me. I'm sorry, babe. I'm a poor pretender. I promised my family, I promised my friends, made a deal with myself I'd keep it together after our story ended. But this phoenix is drinking fire, holding court in the ashes. I'm sorry, babe. I'm a poor pretender. I'm a poor pretender. My mother, she taught me how to build, how to thrive. Nothing but my hands, my voice, my heart, my singular mind. Always always been a point of pride to keep my head above water. Now I'm no good at this, babe. I'm no good at this, babe. I'm no good, I'm no I told you I'd be just fine when you set me down gently. I told you I had a right to get me back home, but it's pouring at the side door. Won't you let me inside? I'm sorry, babe. I'm a poor pretender. Thank you so much for supporting Four Humors and the arts in general at this really tough time. It means the world to all of us. And take care, stay healthy, and we're thinking of all of you.
It is truly amazing to see the wealth.
Wait. Repeat that. I didn't have your audio on yet.
We're live now. Sorry.
Yeah, we're live.
I didn't know we were. Jason Ballweber says, it is truly amazing to see the wealth of talent fit. It's so true.
Yeah,
To see all these wonderful people. doing
Fort
stuff.
Humors has been fortunate enough to work with some of the most talented people who have come through Minnesota in the last 15 years.
I mean, we have that huge roster too from when we do every show in the Fringe of just like, oh man, all those wonderful improvisers.
So
We've
many.
been very lucky.
So many. Every time that we ask someone amazing to do a show with us and they say yes, I faint because it doesn't seem real. And Kat.
I know. We ask a number of people, and I'm always very surprised when they're like, "Yeah, I can totally make that work." And I'm always like, "Really? Because you're really good."
Yeah.
You know what we do, right?
Yeah,
It's
and
just so it's very humbling having just some of these people from years back.
I think we have a photo of Kat.
Yes,
that
we
get to
do.
pull up now from the show she was in.
Yeah, Kat
which
and
was-
before this show, Kat and I did a show at the U called The Pope and the Witch, and it was a difficult time for me, just because of losing Chase, which I won't go into. But Kat was amazing to work with, and yeah, she was fantastic.
And then we got an opportunity to work with her as Four Humors as in Extraordinary Terms of Ordinary Life, which is a show that Sass and I wrote and I directed.
Yeah.
That was back at the, what was the venue called?
Oh, the
It's
Lowry.
so many names.
The Lowry.
Music
No,
Box.
the Lowry.
Music Box.
The Music Box.
Music
Or
Box.
the Loring.
The Loring, not the
Theater.
Lowry. The
Not
Lowry.
the Lowry.
The Lowry's another
yeah.
theater that's closed. So.
Kat played an old
Yeah.
man, and as well as some other ensemble characters. So thank
So
you, Kat,
Kat,
for doing
thank you
that.
so much. Your song was great. I'm glad we got
I am
it
now-
to work. Yeah.
I am now going to go through and thank everyone who has donated tonight. Because Brant, if you bring up that donation screen, if you're able to do that, we are
OMG.
$33,550, which is incredible.
Just
so we'd like to send
phenomenal.
a huge shout out to the following donors: Anonymous, Sarah, Mandy Verstegen, Luke Zanker, Lisa Albrecht, Anonymous, Jane Froyland, Anonymous, Kathleen Bittner, Isabel Nelson, Daniel Z. Peltzman, Jill Schaefer, Nancy J. Paul, Chris Miller, Eric Knight, Carolyn, Sarah and Candace Beckham Chasnoff, Zach Humes, Lisa Sinclair, David Pisa, list goes on, Brad Bittner, Brady B, Nancy Miller, Ben TG,
Brady.
Anonymous, Rachel Zuleger, Nicholas Remus, Jack Burnfield, Seth Goodspeed, Anna Wiggle, John Slock, RTZ North, Stephen Miller, Anonymous, MD Brecky McLear, Hey, Shelly. Deborah Drower, and Anonymous. And Anonymous. And Anonymous. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Everyone, this was beyond my wildest expectations. I mean, in the state of the current world, that is beyond generous. Thank you so much.
This tight 150-minute show. We thank you all for,
Yeah. So it's currently
Super tight.
7:58 p.m. and we're getting ready to wrap this up.
Wrapping up this hour's show.
Yep. So enjoy your 8 o'clock hour and your 9 o'clock hour. So.
Yep. So everybody can get to dinner. The dinners they had planned at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's the order that you do it, right? You see a theater show and then you go have dinner?
Yeah, always. Because a theater show will only be a tight 60-minute every time.
Tight 60.
Tight
so
60.
let's take us out. We got 2 things left, right, Brant?
Yeah, we sure do. What's the first one? And I'll go to that.
Gotta check in with the Nelson Lopez Family Circus.
For sure. Here we go. Thank you, Isabel Nelson, Diogo Lopez, 2 of our closest friends. We love you dearly. Thank you for sending in all these videos. Here is your last installment.
The Nelson Lopez Family Circus presents The Flash! Ta-da!
Oh, I think we're about to come out.
Thank you very much for your submission. I hope you...
Thank you so much for getting Miles such an accurate Flash costume. Like, a lot of people would have just put him in, like, some red long underwear, but, like, he had the lightning belt, he had the ears. Wow.
Yeah, so good.
So yes, I believe on another conversation we were having, you said Speed Force would be your chosen super.
Yes. Not to get this thing off the rails and go off onto a tangent. Or something
Tight
that's
60. We only
Tight-
we got 30 seconds left.
With that being said, yes, I would. A lot of people say they would like to have super speed as their superpower, and I think that's thinking too small. I'd like to be able to tap directly into the Speed Force, like Barry Allen, Wally West,
Jay Garrett.
You know, Jay Garrett.
Impulse.
It's up in the air as to what his deal was, but yeah, be able to tap into the Speed Force. Anyway, get at me in the comments. Your Speed Force, or for bending light around you so others can't see you, aka invisibility, if you want to call it something simple. But the fact that we've gotten me into the science of comic books says that we're probably at the end of the evening, gentlemen.
Seems like a good place to wrap it up.
Definitely getting there.
We're getting a lot of thank yous online saying they had a great time. Thanks for being who you guys are. We had a ball. So much fun. Thank you. Thank you all for tuning in. It's kind of crazy to think we still have like 70-something people watching this show.
Impossible. Unless my mom has 70 laptops set up in her living room. With 70 YouTube/Facebook feeds. That's the only way 70 people are still watching this. So, yes, thank you so much. I think I speak for the 3 of us when we say we can't wait to be in a theater space on a stage with an audience of you performing live again. So, and we'll get there. It will just take some time. We'll get there. Let's be patient and, we'll get through this. How about, guys, what if we went out on a bit that I didn't rehearse at all?
I love it. I mean, what? That's pretty par for the course so far this evening.
Oh, I am insulted. This has been a tight show. Everything has been cued.
You're right. I am wrong.
Well,
there you go. Bottoms up. Bottoms up.
Well, and if you you know me, like, I like to sing. I do. I come from a musical family. I don't know if they can. Can you guys talk right now? Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah, maybe they can hear you.
Hey,
So,
Brant, why don't you bring us up in picture-in-picture?
Oh, should we do that? Here, let's do that. Or here, I'll do that.
No. The one where you bring us up in the corner.
Oh, okay. Let's go back to that. All right, everyone.
You're the main screen.
Sorry, this is kind of the sloppiest part of the evening, but let's see if I'm going to add them.
This is where people start to see the cracks.
Oh no, we're crumbling.
All right, we got 15 seconds left. Let's
like,
get in there.
Like Rome, we are crumbling. Let's do this. Okay, there's Lear. Hi, Lear. We'll put you right. Oh, why is it not? There we go. There's Lear. There's Ryan Lear. Should I add Matt Spring?
Hey.
I bet Matt's mom has been missing Matt. Let's do this.
Oh, Katie Hartman says, "Uh-oh. Oh shit."
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
She knows what's coming.
She knows what's up. All right. Okay, so.
Not me twice. Get Sass over there. Oh,
hey, there's Sass.
Hey,
Sass.
all right.
Your picture still looks good.
What's everyone doing out there?
Yeah. So we did a show called Lolita a few years ago, and we've done it every year since we created it because we love performing it. Every time I get on a stage and perform with these two jokers, we come off with the biggest shit-eating grins because we love this show. And
it was a lot of fun to do.
I am at no liberty to say this, but when this is all over, we'll get a theater space and we'll do. I have no power to say this. Sorry, guys, but we'll do this show, and we'll feel like we'll have fun. So, all right. So, a song we did.
Preface.
Thank you. I'm crushing it. So, Shelley Winters had a song in the movie Popeyes. Popeyes? Is it plural?
It was Shelley Long.
Shelley Long.
Popeyes is Poppies.
Shelley Long? Was it Shelley Long? Who was the?
Shelley
Winters. It was Shelley Winters who is the singer who sang a song from Popeye called "He Needs Me," and I want you to sing along with me at home. Okay? I'm gonna play this YouTube clip.
I don't see that being a problem with the lag in between these videos at all.
Not at all. No, I'm sorry. Time out. I'm not asking you two to sing with me. Sass, you're tone deaf. Lear, you're calling me from the 80s. So I'm asking the people at home to sing.
You just give me the first note, Brant, and I will jump in. Don't
chillax, man. Cowabunga.
Your note is this, but don't make any noise. All right.
Yep. Don't let me overthink it. Here we go.
Hey, you know what bit we skipped tonight? What? We skipped a bit. It was the one where I put on a devil mask. Why did we skip that? Also, there was the time where I put on the pirate hat. The time I put on the little top hat. Why did we skip that? Why would we create grade A material? Why would we create me being Superman and not do it? Why would we do that? Okay, so I want you to sing along at home. This song is called "He Needs Me." It's actually Shelley Duvall from the movie Popeye. So I didn't rehearse it. I should have rehearsed this. I don't know when I come in, but we'll find out. Here we go. I'm going to focus on the music. You don't hear it? All at once, I knew at once. I knew he needed me. You're way off. And until the day I die, I wonder why. I knew he needed me. It could be fantasy. Or maybe it's because he needs me, he needs me, he needs me, he needs me. Sing along. He needs me, he needs me. You're way off. Don't join in, you two. I'm talking to people at home. Da 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 da. Oh, that was so beautiful, you two. No, you're good, Sass. You're good. It's like a dime a dance. I'll take a chance. because he needs me. I'm off because of you two now. No one ever asked before because they never needed me. But I do. But he does. Maybe it's because he's so alone. Maybe it's because he's never had a home. He needs me, 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 he needs me. For once life, I finally felt that someone needed me. And if it turns out real, then love can turn the wheel. Because he needs me, 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 he needs me. It got nice there for a second. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Oh.
Guys, we still have 70 people watching.
I'm so glad. I just want to say that we need each other right now. And thank you so much for tuning in. And Matt and Lear, it was so nice to spend all week with you on Discord, which is the app we're using, because Hangouts was a train wreck. Thank you so much. Hot takes on Hangouts.
And it was the only way that I could Skype in from the 70s to be a part of it.
When you just said all that, your face was completely frozen. So
Yep. No, I can see it.
Yep. Yeah. So take care, everyone. Gosh, I mean, I feel like if I log off right now, I disappear from the universe.
I assume.
I assume too.
You only are real if people have eyes on you. That's why I got into theater.
Yep.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in to our hour-long April Fool's telethon. 24 tight hours of amazing acts. Sorry the video feed was not working for the first 23. Again, we apologize.
And
but,
and we'll be back
last hour
tomorrow night and every night until this pandemic's over. Doing
all new, brand new, original content.
I say this is gonna be the new Firsty Thursday show, except it's gonna be once a week, and it's gonna be even more free than the Firsty Thursday show. The profit margin, the actual show itself, even less.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you so much for making 15 years possible. With everyone tuning in right now, I assume you've seen some of our work in the past. You're not a stranger. Yeah. And we wouldn't make 15 years of shows without you coming again and again. So thank you. All right. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. All right. Viva la Four Humors.
Yeah.
Oh, why would I turn this back on? I'm just having too much fun. But, you know, we didn't hear from our favorite house elf, Dobby.
Wait, are we live again?
We're still live. I didn't turn everything off. Oh, Mr. Potter, thank you for the sock and being such a good guy, Mr. Potter. Mr. Potter. Oh, thank you, Mr. Potter. No, I'm not. You just no.
All right. I need to eat some dinner, so I am signing off, y'all.